What's up, y'all? It's your boy Lakeem on the Bop Originator. Shout out to Urban Grind TV. Salute. I'm rocking with y'all.
Hello, this is Tamiko Dixon, the granddaughter of the Blues Willie Dixon, and you're listening to Urban Grind TV.
Yeah. If you don't know, it's the boy Illinois. You can call me Illy on Urban Grind TV Booth Radio. Yeah.
This your girl, Miss Breezy, and you're watching Urban Grind TV.
Yo, it's your boy D Moolah. Right now, you rocking with Urban Grind TV.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, K Valentine, and right now, you're tuned in to Urban Grind TV Booth Radio.
It's Twan Gabs. You are now watching Urban Grind TV.
What's going on with you? This Jay Shield, CEO. You're now watching Urban Grind TV. Grind like you want.
Yo, this your boy, producer Johnny Yayo of Black Wealth Music Group. Just sending a special shout out to Urban Grind TV. Definitely check them out. They the voice of the street.
Hey, it's your girl DJ Gemini Jones, and I want you to check out Urban Grind Lifestyle Magazine.
What up? It's your big homie Fiend for the money. Bump. You're now tuned into Urban Grind TV. You dig?
Welcome back once again. We're here for another episode of Crypted City. As always, I'm your host, Sean Daniel. And always with me is the one and only, the magnificent DJ MH22.
Appreciate that. He said the magnificent. I can definitely dig it. Thank you, sir. How are you?
Excellent. I'm here. We're back after a long hiatus, and we're good to roll. So I'm excited about tonight's episode. But before we get too far in, let's introduce our other guest here. We got the one and only Wallace Locker III.
Damn, he got my government.
Well, that's how I've been putting it on screen. So.
Well, shout out, man. Thanks for having me. So what were you doing on this hiatus, man?
We've been working. We've been working on our mother show, UGTV, and we've been just trying to get that in our best.
So you weren't in jail?
We won't talk about that. All right.
And I tell you, stay off them government lands, man. That shit is private property, man.
Well, that's where all the best shit is.
Yeah.
And then with us once again, retreat guest from last time, the one and only Tatiana.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
What up, Tati? What up, Tati?
All right. So,
Dr. D.
I've got quite an episode here for us tonight. We are in our 11th episode, and tonight's episode is All's Well That's Roswell.
Oh wow! Okay.
It is the 70th anniversary since the 1947 Roswell incident. So to celebrate, I just wanted to go over a little of the facts, and go over a little what happened, talk about some of the theories of what could have actually happened, and see what you guys believe about it. But before we get into that, have you guys ever seen anything in the sky that you just couldn't explain? Anything weird that just floating out there?
I saw the Big Dipper like 2 weeks ago. Like I was in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I saw it for the first time. So
you could tell she lives in the city.
I was really surprised. I was like, somebody pointed out, they're like, see, it's right there, and I'm like, it's different out here because it's literally like no street lights. It's so just dead in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So it's like in the city.
Obviously not a fan of Indiana.
Well, you have to go to Indiana now because there's no more lottery here.
We do not endorse her statements. all representations are her own.
No, I mean Indiana's a good state, but I mean we're now gonna have to. We're going to have to go to Indiana now. There's no more lottery for the Illinois, so it's like I have to start giving a little love to Indiana.
And you can buy some squares while you're there.
Right?
Fireworks, too, yeah.
All right, well, let me get into a little quick warning about tonight's episode. There's a lot of controversy and a lot of back and forth in the testimony of Roswell, so maybe not everything always makes sense. Not everything always lines up square. So you're just going to have to use your best judgment to believe what you do believe and what's going on.
Okay.
So let me talk to you a little bit about the summer of 1947. first.
I was busy that summer, by the way.
I know. It's a little before all our times combined. I think. It was a completely different world back then. It was 2 years after World War II. The nuclear threat was brand new. The Cold War was just beginning. Jackie Robinson was breaking barriers in Major League, and the Polaroid camera was introduced. So, new, different world where things we take for granted now are just
right. It's just current technology. Yeah.
At this time, nationally, there was a UFO rash that came about, and on June 24th, pilot Kenneth Arnold made the first post-war UFO claim in a national publication where he claimed that he saw like a flying saucer. And that's where we get the term flying saucer. Now, within 2 weeks later, we have the incident here at Roswell. And I'm just going to go by a little few points, day-by-day points about that time. It started on July 1st when the Roswell Air Force Base picked up something weird on its radar. So it was something that was performing maneuvers that were impossible to know on Air Force or aircraft at that time. A small incident recorded in the logs. They move on. July 2nd, Mr. and Mrs. Dan Wilmot, a couple old people sitting on their front porch in Roswell, claimed to see something fly across the sky. Double saucer kind of thing that was followed by like a red trail. Now, on July 4th, 1947, that's when the Roswell incident that we know of went down. Local resident William Woody claimed to see William Woody. It's Woody. I would think these names were made up if they weren't so ridiculous. He claimed to see a white streak across the sky, followed by a red trail. Rancher Mac Brazel, who lived a little north of Roswell, claimed to have heard an explosion over his ranch. But at that point, he couldn't see anything. He went out, just heard the explosion over his ranch. And then a little farther north, near Corona, which I guess is another town.
Where they make the beer?
No, that's called Mexico. A couple that was out camping. Another name that's going to sound super fake, Trudy Truelove and Jim Ragsdale. They claimed to see a crash about a mile away from them in this Corona mountain region.
So this is all like the same night?
All on the same night.
Multiple
collaborations. From what it does look like, there are two different separate debris fields. The one near Corona and the one closer to Roswell, which I'm going to talk about in a brief moment. Some say that's two separate crashes. Some say there was maybe something like this, whatever was in the air.
Fuselage broke off or something.
It got struck by lightning, and like the first debris field could be where it was struck, and the second debris field where it came down.
Mm-hmm.
On July 5th, the next day, that's when Mac Brazel, early in the morning, drove out to investigate the explosion that he heard up on his field. He came across a debris field about 21,000 feet by 600 feet, material mostly constructed of a strong silvery film and pieces of I-beam shapes with weird hieroglyphic writings on them. He collected, of course, some of the debris and did what you and I would do. He immediately showed his neighbors of all the cool stuff he found.
I try and sell it on eBay.
Yeah, well, a little before eBay, you know. That day, the Roswell mortuary assistant Glenn Dennis took a series of phone calls from the Roswell Air Force Base asking about procedures and advice for preserving small bodies. And the military sealed off the area north of Roswell near the Corona region. On July 6th, Mac Brazel took the actual debris that he was showing his neighbors to the sheriff because, after sitting in on a day, what else are you going to do? He'd take it to the sheriff, and he contacted the Air Force Base. They sent out a Jesse Marcel, I can't remember his rank, I have it written down later, who interrogated Brazel and collected the debris. Now, apparently...
Interrogation sounds
interrogated. Like, they questioned several hours.
The guy that found the stuff?
Like, found the stuff.
Like it's his fault.
Small questions.
Should have put it on eBay.
Yeah. Now apparently on his way home, he lived locally. He stopped by his house to show his son in the middle of the night, and woke him up to show the stuff because they'd never seen material like this again. And his son, for many years, carried on the story about his experience at what the stuff the father brought in, because he knew where the material came from. Called it otherworldly.
Mm-hmm.
Also on July 6th, Glenn Dennis, the mortician, met with the nurse he was talking to earlier that day, and she apparently drew a sketch of like the traditional gray alien gray bodies for him on his prescription pad, and told him like this fable of these alien creatures.
So they brought the bodies into a hospital then?
Into the Air Force Base. The Air Force Base called the mortuary, asking advice about preserving the bodies. So, and he met with the nurse the next day. Apparently, a few days later, she was transferred to England and never heard from again. I couldn't find a name for her, so
they got rid of her quick.
Yeah,
they just gave her some money and said, "Look, you about to go retire."
Yeah. So now, it's not a situation yet. It's not a big deal, but that's when Roswell Air Force Base commander on July 8th, Colonel William Blanchard, issued a press release basically confirming that they had discovered the wreckage of a flying disc on this field.
So he put it out there.
The military put out a press release regarding this. And this was at 2 p.m. Now, this press release didn't last long, and by 5:30 p.m., the military recanted the story, and suddenly there's a weather balloon, which was discovered on the base. Now, from what I understand, this is an area where weather balloons were very common, and most people would have been familiar with the actual appearance of a weather balloon. So it's not...
But what's the material then of a weather balloon back then? Like, what was it similar to the same thing that they found, or?
I mean,
I don't think that's it. I think you got to
weather
think
balloon is
the maneuvers.
Yeah.
How does a weather balloon make maneuvers that the military is saying our aircrafts couldn't make? Right?
Yeah.
What's the source on this? Because I know, like, by now the Freedom of Information
books,
there's like Freedom of Information Act, so like some stuff has been released, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, a lot of evidence. A lot of people come forward, including that Jesse Marcel Jr. Jesse Marcel
accounts. Then is that what you're saying?
A lot of personal accounts. That's the problem with Roswell. Is a lot of it exists within the personal accounts and within hearsay testimony. So in a court of law, you couldn't actually take this, especially now, 70 years later, when most of the people are long dead.
Yeah.
So it's hard to determine who said what, but I mean, at the time people got their story out, they told their neighbors and everything. Now, people are familiar with a famous photo of a man holding the silver material from Roswell. It's like a newspaper or like a army private. That is actually Jesse Marcel himself. He would later go on to say that debris in that photo he never saw before walking in that room, and he was forced basically to take that photo. That photo was not the actual debris that he found, and he would go on for a long time throughout his life to make weird claims and make long claims.
Wow.
Now, on July 9th, military personnel showed up at Brazil's ranch again to collect all the material, and they detained him and questioned him even more intensely than the first time.
Wait, they questioned the guy who originally found it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And detained him. Now,
this is what I'm saying.
Now, at the time the story disappeared, once they heard weather balloon, because this was a time when the government's word can still be trusted.
Really? When was that?
Yeah, a while ago. Or most people thought so, at least.
Really?
Okay, yeah.
Now, there have been hundreds of witnesses that have come forward with claims of seeing these alien bodies from at the Corona crash sites, through the military base, and the technology, and I have witnessed the so-called crash things. I have a book up here, which I'll be talking about a little later. Is after Roswell, which Colonel Phillips, retired commander, has claims that a lot of our modern technology actually comes from the recovered technology
Reverse engineered.
Reverse engineered from Roswell.
Wow, I could
from night
definitely-
vision scopes, one of them. LED lighting, I want to say, is another one of the.
So that just shows that we are so far behind. We're not advanced at all, right?
Yeah.
So tell me.
Well, the military's always 10 years
How
behind.
did that? What happened to
Public.
that alien craft in 41? Like, why did Buddy's thing go down? Like, are there more crashes?
There are other reports.
Like, he got the bad one that day, you know what I mean?
Exco. There's one from the 40s from Missouri. 1940, not the 40s, because they're all from the 40s. I would have to look up.
Are there any recent ones, like, of...
Not that I know of. I'm sure there's claims online. It's not... Back in the day, this was... For a few hours, this was a big deal. And then it was quickly forgotten about as soon as they put up a press release that it was a weather balloon. It would be another 20, 30 years before anyone actually seriously brought the Roswell question and situation back up again.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be into the 70s that the mythology of the aliens and the crash kind of became public knowledge because it was buried. Now, the official statement of the government officially put out on July 28, 1995 by the National Security and Internal Affairs Division of something that I forgot to write down the rest of that of. Put out the official statement claiming that the debris was part of a Project Mogul, a highly classified military project that attached radar deflection disc and acoustic sensors to high-powered balloons to detect nuclear weapons in the Soviet. Now, there's a couple of questions with that, as like the bodies that were supposedly found, they claim were test dummies. The problem is test dummies weren't invented to the 50s and weren't used publicly by the Army until 1953, so that contradicts one of the claims. Another thing is, why are they looking for Soviet missiles in the middle of New Mexico?
That's a great point. Well, you know, like everything comes from the military.
Yeah.
And they test it, and maybe they weren't using it officially till a certain day, but maybe somebody else had it. Is it your opinion that it's always aliens, or is it sometimes it's the weather balloon?
No, I mean, there's lots of science, lots of experimental stuff I'm sure we're never told about, lots of technology. Yeah, we're way advanced. The military has probably 10, 20 years ahead that's public. I don't think... I'm not sure, but everything could be aliens, but let's get back to that. Let's talk about a couple other theories. And this is where I have some fun, because these are where it gets a little wild.
Okay.
Now, Annie Jacobson, in her 2011 book, Area 51, The Uncensored History of the America's Top Base, proposed that Roswell was actually crafted as sort of created behind Dr. Joseph Mengele, the Nazi war criminal, and Joseph Stalin to create a War of the Worlds type mass hysteria in the United States. So Annie clearly blames the Nazis because it's so easy to do so.
Basically, they just saying that it was fake.
Yeah, and then they created these engineered bodies to create panic within America.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, that seems a little wild, a little out there.
Yeah, why would you go that far to try to, I guess, scare America?
All right. Now, the Collins Elite, a quasi-official group, which I don't actually know what that means.
You're not a member?
Yeah, but a quasi-official group within the U.S. government has a more faith-based belief that the Roswell crash was actually a Trojan horse perpetrated by demons to make us believe alien life forms so they could get the minions of Satan out among our reality.
Wow.
That's a lot there.
That's wow.
It is crossing a few.
That's a hell of a press release, I'm telling you, man. How big is that T-shirt going to be, man? Like, if you rap, they just... Never mind.
All right. Here's another one by Kevin Randall in his article, Roswell Explained Again. I believe it's 2005. He concluded that it was military testing like a flying wing piloted by chimpanzees. And that the body were actually chimpanzees found.
Wait, when did we start
I would
using
support that.
chimpanzees, like, honestly, in space? Like, wasn't that later on?
That would be probably more in the 50s.
But
Right, so...
Yeah.
It's not so far-fetched.
It's not that far.
Wally.
I just said it'd be kind of cool to do it. I mean, if I'm gonna spend my tax money, hey, go ahead and do it. Let's bring it back.
Let's see if monkeys can fly. Another one, and the true confessional, and we've already covered this a little the day after Roswell. Lieutenant Corso actually believes that the aliens were time travelers, and that these were genetically engineered bodies to withstand the rigors of time and space.
I don't know about the bodies, but I kind of like that time travel thing, right?
Like that seems.
It's a cool idea. It's a fun idea.
When is Crypted City gonna do a time travel?
We did already talk.
I missed it.
John Teeter.
John Teeter.
I missed it.
And then one of our final theories today is Nick Redfern, who good author. I got several of his books up here somewhere. Unfortunately, not this one.
You got to take all these books back to the library? Or like, what's your deadline, man?
No, they didn't see me walk out the doors with these. Oh
my god! Chicago.
Anyway, and it's the Roswell UFO conspiracy exposing the shocking, sinister secret. He proposes that the U.S. government was working in coordination with the Japanese government, much like Operation Paperclip with Nazis and NASA, to test high-altitude testing on Japanese prisoners of war.
Oh, what?
So basically, they were taking
dropping bodies out the sky,
and the hieroglyphics were basically just Japanese writing.
So they admitted they rather say we dropped some bodies out the sky.
That's why they would rather admit that it's a weather balloon, and they couldn't cover that they were dropping bodies. Pretty much.
Who is doing PR for them, man? The dude dropped.
This is more of a recent theory.
That is crazy.
What I don't think about that is it's 2 years after World War II. A lot of people are going to be familiar with Japanese and Japanese writing.
Right.
So if they're going to be able to determine the difference between hieroglyphics and Japanese writing.
But I mean, I'm not trying to say that people of that time wasn't probably that educated, but I'm saying like they probably, like you've seen probably from TV and in the newspaper a little bit of Chinese or Japanese.
Well, it was
or
just
Korean
after
writing.
World War II, so Japan was our enemy for several years,
Right.
and we had just dropped a nuclear bomb at them.
Yeah.
So they
So
were
it's
kinda
not
upset
like-
at us. They were upset at us.
Hiroshima.
Well, this is saying that we were working in conjunction with them. So
Hiroshima.
Yeah.
Now, just recently, within the last few weeks, Heather Wade, who is our radio talk show host for Midnight in the Desert, one of the more highly respected shows similar to this, and a protege of Art Bell, the originator of that show and my favorite, Coast to Coast, has announced that she was leaked government documents from 1989 that has the history of the Majestic 12, a covert alien group set up to deal with the alien threat within the government that confirms the existence of a detailed Roswell alien crash. From what's been scrutinized so far, these documents are looking to show no signs of forgery and to be pretty authentic. Now, it's still early to tell whether they are real or not. They could be fake still. But these documents are online. So you can download them yourself and you can judge for yourself. You can see them on the screen right now. And you can just go to Midnight in the Desert, and I'm sure you can find the correct link for the top secret released Roswell files.
Wow.
So that's a little, just kind of skimming the surface on Roswell. We could talk about hours, days, weeks about the subject if we really wanted to get into it, but man, that's a lot of research that I don't want to do.
Yeah, like I've seen like on Discovery Channel, like people talk about Roswell, but it's like all the stories were just like from the grandchildren talking about how
it's been
they're
passed down from generation to generation. This person told this
and
person.
they believe it. Like
and
they
there's,
said, they believe
this person was threatened by the government, and it's been proven that there was a lot of government interaction in this town. They were tapping a lot of phones. Something was shady was going on in this town. They were keeping an eye on something. So
Because isn't it an attraction?
Yeah, it's a touristy trap kind of place. So.
Okay.
But not the official site. That's still
no. That's just in the middle of field somewhere where you won't never find it unless you're like a really dedicated hunter or whatever.
I seen that Jesse Ventura one where he went there and they got security patrol and they don't let you get within.
Jesse the body,
Jesse the body.
Wow.
Yeah, there's two. One of them's on private property and the other one's just kind of. I don't know which one's which, the Marcellus site or the Corona site. So before we wrap up, let us know: was Roswell real? Was it aliens? Was it time travelers? Was it Project Mogul? What do you believe?
I don't believe it, and my reason for saying that, I believe it was more like government experiment or something like that, military experiment, but not necessarily any aliens or nothing like that. They should have Snapchatted it or something.
All right. All right, I love you guys.
I think it definitely was some aliens. An alien is just a foreign being, so it's something that's not of this world. And I think absolutely something probably crashed in here. I was in the military and I spent some time in some mountains and some stuff and stared at the sky. And if you really look for 8 hours while you're on guard duty or 12 hours, for months at a time, you're going to see stuff. And I think maybe it's going on all the time. Maybe just people don't pay attention. We can't even see it, right, Fort Wayne? You can't even see the stuff that's going on. So maybe it's going on now. We're just lacking. But I definitely believe there's something there. We're my man Joey said we're a speck of dust in an infinite universe.
That's true.
Floating on a ray of light. So, absolutely, I think those are aliens.
All right, Tatiana.
I agree with Wally. I really do. I feel like there is no reason to not believe that in this huge universe, this huge atmosphere of space and light and dark and different suns, and every day we're learning that we just found 3 new planets. We just found this and that. I can't sit here and not think that there's not another being out there. I do believe that there's probably another Earth out there. Probably, have the same things just like you and I. It's just probably millions of trillions of miles away.
All right. Well, I always assumed it was naturally aliens until I started doing my research. I was starting to actually fall towards maybe it was some sort of government project until I saw the more recent documents that I was talking about. And once again, I'm going to go with it was our friends from out there.
They can't drive.
Yeah, no, they can't. So, all right, well, we're going to go for a quick commercial. When we come back, we got our favorite segment, What Do You Believe? And we got a couple fun topics to talk about tonight, so see you soon.
Yo, what's up? This is Jay from Anytime Cuts. I'm here to introduce Mario Wave Pomade, an all-natural, non-greasy, alcohol-free pomade that gives great shine and hold, and it smells good too. For more information, contact anytimecuts.com.
DJ MH Tutter for Urban Grind TV, and I'm here to tell you about the Urban Grind Lifestyle magazine. Go download it right now from urbangrindlifestyle.com. It's featuring articles on fashion, music, sports, culture, entertainment, and more. Also, check out my article, One Time for the DJ, featuring my homie DJ J Illa. Urban Grind Lifestyle magazine, download that right now.
added Archive Duplication Company, where we have no setup fee, unlimited colors, and shirts as low as $3. And now you can get your own customized bling design. Visit our website today at www.archivedupe.com or call us at 708-223-4167. Get burned.
All that line that's done, ain't you tired of? Like a little brain, you sound so childish. I been peep this shit, I been noticed, bro. If it ain't about the money, I don't give a fuck. I'ma keep going till my time's up. Say tools on dead just in case, huh? If a nigga got a problem, gon' say something. Custom work, who really does? Read about that shit I did last night on the front page. Paid my ties at church last Saturday and Sunday. Dumb as shit, you sound cold. Dude off the Marty show. Hate when bitches ask me, Effin', what's your horoscope? Red dot on your head, baby, that's a horoscope. Kick down the building, fuck knocking at the door. Every time I get some new, they ask, do I need more? Closet looking like I should open up my own style. All that line that's done, ain't you tired of? Like a little brain, you sound so childish. I been peep this shit, I been noticed, bro. If it ain't about the money, I don't give a fuck. I'ma keep going till my time's up. Say tools on dead just in case, huh? If a nigga got a problem, gon' say something. The question was, who really does that?
Yeah, we got to take out. That Grand National Inc. Signing off the standing on.
Look, you dealing with a titan, watching the crowd get excited. I'm the nicest when I recite this, only Christ is much nicer. Catch the Holy Ghost in ciphers, pen and pad when I get the writing. Yeah, the shyest in the crisis, we the bombing, this is ISIS. Yeah, nigga, pay attention, homie, you are not me. All your rhymes straight trapped when my shit be set free. This is destiny, I guess it's what it's gotta be. In a whole nother league, traveling light speed.
All that line is done, ain't you tired of? Like a little brain, you sound so childish. I been peep this shit, I been noticed, bro. If it ain't about the money, I don't give a fuck. I'ma keep going till my time's up. Say tools on dead just in case, huh? If a nigga got a problem, gon' say something. The question was, who really does that?
Yeah. She's not on the move. We got a bumpy now. Sunday night.
Who really does that?
It's the Pride of the East Side, DJ MH and I'm here to tell you about my new show, The Booth Radio, on 103.7 The Beat, every Thursday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Go to the website or download the 103.7 The Beat mobile app to check us out. We Urban Grinding.
Are you looking for a licensed, experienced, and reliable plumber? Finding the right plumber for your needs can be a challenge. We understand that plumbing issues are a major inconvenience. We are a full-service residential and commercial plumbing company offering 24-hour emergency service with a quick response to your call. Our services include sewer cleaning and repairs, drain stoppages, repiping, and much more. We get the job done with the highest quality from qualified professionals. We pride ourselves on customer service. Our expertise is your peace of mind for a job well done. Call us today for all your plumbing needs.
You're watching UGTV.
Welcome back to Crypted City. Once again, I'm your host, Sean Daniel, and we're here with my favorite part of the show. I get to ask my guest, not my ghost, because they're not dead yet. All right, so let's get into our topic straight on tonight. I just want to know what you guys believe. Billionaire Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX and CEO of Tesla Automotive, recently made claims that he feared that we are living in a simulated reality similar to the Matrix. Is this possible? Are we all plugged into a machine somewhere, and is what we're experiencing just images and ones and zeros in our head?
Absolutely.
You know what? That's so crazy because, like, I don't know if, like, any of you guys have had, like, dreams where you literally feel like you're just in a, like, your dream is real. It's legit, like, you're walking, you're moving, you're falling, you're talking. Whatever actions that you're doing, it legitly feels real. So, I mean, I don't know. That's crazy to think about, like, that it could be possible.
You don't see with these, like, that's the thing, like, you're using your eyes, but when you look through your eyes, it's something that your brain is processing that's coming from the back of your head. So it's really about your other eye, your third eye, and that being open. And if that's open, I think you can see what's around you. But how do you know that? Like, your brain's a computer, right? It processes something and it comes back and tells you it's this.
Maybe. Like, I don't really know.
Maybe.
Maybe, right?
You thought the chimpanzees were crashing too.
Nah. But look, the question is though, like, okay, so if what we think of our reality is a dream, so to speak,
computer simulation.
Computer system.
This apparently explains some.
So when are we really alive, or when are we woke? Are we woke during?
We're not woke.
It would be sort of like the Matrix, where we're created pretty much to be a battery to operate a long, big ass machine.
True. Absolutely. Don't we operate a machine? We pay taxes and do all the work, and
Wow.
I don't know.
You scared? Is that what it is, MH?
I plead the fifth. I might know some things that I can't say on
talk
Cryptid.
about?
Nah, I'm kidding. Nah.
But you gotta think about him.
I'm with you, Wally. Like, I believe, like, you know, if you pay attention to what's around you, you're gonna see some other things. Like, you just be aware of your surroundings. You just never know.
If you're open to it, right? But
Yeah.
if you're just not looking for that, then I don't think it's gonna be something you experience.
Right.
All right. I have a lot of hard time buying into this one myself. It just
did a whole hour show on it. What do you mean?
it's being a battery. I can't see me being Keanu Reeves in any moment.
Cool.
I don't know. It doesn't seem anything even
Are you
that
scared?
plausible to me. No, not scared. Just realistic. It just, I don't know. It doesn't convince me. All right. Next is more of a classic. Vampires.
Okay.
Is there an unholy terror out in the night drinking the blood of their victims?
You know, I got made fun of a lot in school. Like, I don't know if you
I
can
can
see.
understand that.
I have like really sharp teeth, like right up here and down here. So it's like I got made fun of a lot. Like, a lot of people thought in high school, in like not high school but elementary school, they're like, you know, why are your teeth right there like really, really sharp? And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, they've always been like that.
Are you a vampire? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't think so, because it's not like you get a cut right now and I'm gonna be like, ooh, like,
Tatiana,
hey cuz,
from
what's up?
Transylvania. Tatiana from Transylvania. It kind of makes sense.
No, I'm from Denver, Colorado. It's okay.
Are
It's
you?
okay. I was born there, yeah.
Wow.
What do you know? How about you?
Man, I think there's. I mean, okay. Define vampire. Is it a person that stalks
You
the
define
world?
vampire.
Well, I
What
mean,
do
if
you
you
think?
look at movies,
Are
it's a
vampires
guy that
out
drink.
there?
Okay,
And
a
what do you
person
think
that
of
drinks
vampires?
blood. There's a lot of like weird ass.
That's
Like
true. People
followers
do
that
do
drink
that.
blood, that's a culture and stuff. But I mean, is it fully like? Is it true like the garlic? Right? Is it true that they live forever? Like,
I mean, there are people who can't stand sunlight in real life. It's real medical condition. There are people with other extreme. Are there glycemic or which one?
What's a vampire though?
I would say an unholy terror of the night that rises from the grave and drinks blood, but there's different.
But Wally's right though. There is a TV show that's like it showed this one couple and they have blood sent to their home, and I forgot what type of blood
but they're
it is.
Posers, man.
And they drink it.
Well, they sound like they need help.
Yeah.
Word.
How about you, MH? Do you believe in the Draculas?
I'm just scared of everything.
No, I'm not scared. I think
he's scary, man.
I
You want me to
think-
walk you to the car?
Nah, man. I just think that not vampires. Like, but see, this is why I'm mad with it. This is why I'm mad with it, right? Because like Wally always come with like a great point that give me a different perspective on my original point.
So you need to talk first. That's what you're saying. And
No. It's like this because he say, well, like, what's a vampire? And I'm like, yeah, well. But then you get the Hollywood version of what you know as a vampire. But then you say like, well, you got people who drink blood and this and that. Like, well, would you consider them a vampire, right?
Right. Or is it the vampire that lives like forever? You gotta slaughter, like John says, the damned people.
Turning into bats.
Nah,
I don't believe in all that. I don't think nobody turns.
I think there's some crazy people, and there's civilizations that eat people, and they drink the blood. So.
Yeah, but not.
I don't know, man.
Not,
are the vampires aliens though?
Oh my goodness!
That just drink blood. Or is that another show?
That sounds like
So
a
he
whole
just
nother
went somewhere. He just went
the
somewhere.
blood-sucking aliens. I believe that I've met some human soul vampires before that just kind of
energy vampires.
Yeah, that just kind of suck your energy out there. I don't know if I believe the piercing the neck, hunting the night kind of vampire, but I mean they're out there, especially working in the music industry.
Yeah, we had one. We got rid of him.
Yeah,
he was
there
here.
was one floating around earlier.
Yeah.
All right, now our last topic is a little more down to earth. In the Australian wilds, recently there have been reports of the Tasmanian tiger, animal known to be extinct since 1937, hasn't been seen out there in the wild. Is it still possible that they have escaped extinction and are still a wild, vibrant creature, or are these Tasmanian tigers still dead?
So, are you okay? Because as soon as you said that, I'm thinking of the
Tasmanian devil.
You're right.
No,
We're here.
No,
Okay,
this is not
'cause
Looney
that's
Tunes. The
I was like,
Tasmanian
wait,
tiger is a...
It's like a prehistoric animal, right?
No,
It's old?
This thing was in existence till 1937. The last known animal species died in the zoo.
Well,
in 1937.
Oh yeah, I did see that story.
It was an Australian creature.
Man, listen, the breast went underground. I'm telling you right now, they wiped his whole family out. What are you gonna do? Right? You going underground? He ain't out there. See, look, his cousin.
They're dead, according to history of animals.
His cousin took a picture and he's dead. So he ain't getting no pictures. They're out there, man. They're just hiding, bro.
They were actually imported to be hunted.
They eat a vampire.
Were species that were hunted into extinction and were actually bred for the exclusive reason of being hunted. But recently in the wild, they've been saying they're still out there, and there's been pictures being taken that could possibly still be in
like
extinct.
Bigfoot.
The difference is this is a known creature. This was
right.
Yeah, I think it's
This
scary,
was
That
a
man.
common
mouth
occurrence
is like
in real life.
weird.
Right.
That mouth is
Yeah.
like not normal.
So this
That
was
thing could eat a baby whole if it really wanted to.
I didn't go ate my baby.
Wait, what?
Seinfeld.
It's an old joke from an old 80s movie. Is this extinct creature still out there?
Yes.
Tatiana.
I don't know. Only because I feel like Australia. I just think about geographically where it is. It's like
It's a larger environment than you would think, and
Right.
the majority of it is actually wild life. It's got a large. It's not like just desert, or it's not just.
But when
like
was
a
it
barren
last
thing.
seen?
It's
Like it was
1937 or
But
1936
where?
in the New Zealand Zoo.
So New
And it
Zealand,
died. The last known living one died because the caretaker forgot to bring it in overnight, and it got the chills.
What?
Yeah, so that was the last. I would imagine being
What?
that guy.
I hope they got
who wiped out a
fired.
species. I hope he got fired is the
He
least.
killed
of
his species.
Yeah.
I think they're there. They're just hiding, man. They learned to adapt. All the dudes that were out there are gone. The homies, right? So, you know.
Yeah, they just chilling in a remote area in Australia, and
so they're probably repopulated. It's like
they probably
who knows
just
what?
like going.
They're just low key like a mother. They acting like they got warrants right now.
Exactly.
On the ground.
See, I hope these things are out there. I think maybe there can be something similar out there. Maybe it bred with another species that was compatible with it, and this is kind of a new cross species that just was in small numbers till the more recent sightings. I'll definitely let you keep you up to date if there's more known on it. But
please do, because I might not go to Australia.
It's definitely a fun topic to look into, the Tasmanian tiger. It's not actually a tiger, it's more of a wolf. It just
does it hunt?
They're weird that they named stuff and it's not from Tasmania. So
does it hunt people? Like
no, think of like the size of like a small coyote.
Okay.
That mouth though does not
giant
look
mouth.
like.
Yeah, it was large, but it was more of like a coyote kind of species. So, all right. Well, I got one more thing to talk about when we come back. Quick break, and need to ask your help.
We're still at it, Archive Duplication Company, where we have no setup fee, unlimited colors, and shirts as low as $3. And now you can get your own customized bling design. Visit our website today at www.archivedupe.com or call us at 708-223-4167. Get burned.
I'm a young boss, I do what I want, cause I got a sauce. You not a boss, you talking the talk, but I walk in the walk. I'm a young boss, I want it, I get it, no matter the cost. If you not a boss, you can't hang around, you gotta get lost. I'm ballin' on niggas, call me Chris Paul. I'm flexing on niggas, Monday Night Raw. I can't get enough, I want it all. I know that they hate, cause I'm a young boss. The moon not a boss, I do as I please, cause I got the sauce. You not a boss, no, we not the same, you not cut for my cloth. They shouldn't know niggas, cause I cannot help it like I'm running off. Go pick up your chick, give her some dick, then drop her right off. She all in the feelings, she stalking my phone, I'm rejecting her calls. I can't be a man, you can't get no money, bitch, hell to the no. I stay in my lane, I do my own thing, I never switch up. I double my chains, I double my bands, I double my cups. You be rolling them skinny, so I don't want none, smoke only stuff crust. You niggas that right, the shit that y'all do made me sick to my gut. I'm the top dog, you ain't shit but a little bitty ass mud. I give me a sack and dick it all, don't do no pay cuts. I'm in your boss, I do what I want, cause I got the sauce. You not a boss, you talking the talk, but I walk in the walk. I'm in your boss, I want it, I get it, no matter the cost. If you not a boss, you can't hang around, you gotta get lost. I'm ballin' on niggas, call me Chris Paul. I'm flexing on niggas, Monday Night Raw. I can't get enough, I want it all. I know that they hate, cause I'm a young boss. I am to pay you work for a check that's minimum wage. I get to the cash 24/7, ain't no taking breaks. I'm eating real good, but I wanna look more like a meta buffet. Just like the pound free, all of my dogs up out of the cage. Tan on my neck and my whip all black, I'm a runaway slave. Got pink in my cup and I guarantee it ain't lemonade. I am too hot, my attitude red, so I threw on my shades. They can't tell me nothing cause my money right, I'm feeling like yay. These niggas bipolar, 1 minute they love you, next minute they hate. Took off on you niggas, they looking up seconds, they fuck out the late. You mad? Get out of your feelings, get off of your ass and get you some cake. Get out of your feelings, get off of your ass and get you some cake. I'm in your boss, I do what I want, cause I got some sauce. You not a boss, you talking the talk when I walk in the walk. I'm in your boss, I want it, I get it, no matter the cost. If you not a boss, you can't hang around, you gotta get lost. I'm ballin' on niggas, call me Chris Paul. I'm flexing on niggas, Monday Night Raw. I can't get enough, I want it all. I know that they hate, cause I'm a young boss.
Yo, what's up? This is Jay from Anytime Cuts. I'm here to introduce Mario Wave Pomade, an all-natural, non-greasy, alcohol-free pomade that gives great shine and hold, and it smells good too. For more information, contact anytimecuts.com.
OrangeMixtapes.com.
Hey, what it do? This your boy OJ the Jew, man. I want to give a shout out to EarnMixtape.com.
Yeah, what's happening, man? Scotty ATL in the building. Shout out to OrangeMixtapes.com.
OrangeMixtapes.com.
Young World, what's poppin', man? It's Rocky Diamonds, OrangeMixtapes.com. Go get your latest mixtapes, man. Yeah.
OrangeMixtapes.com.
Are you looking for a licensed, experienced, and reliable plumber? Finding the right plumber for your needs can be a challenge. We understand that plumbing issues are a major inconvenience. We are a full-service residential and commercial plumbing company offering 24-hour emergency service with a quick response to your call. Our services include sewer cleaning and repairs, drain stoppages, repiping, and much more. We get the job done with the highest quality from qualified professionals. We pride ourselves on customer service. Our expertise is your peace of mind for a job well done. Call us today for all your plumbing needs.
You're watching UGTV.
All right, we're rolling in our last little segment here at Crypted City, and I have a plea here for our audience. This is more of a Chicago-based situation, because we are based here in Chicago. Recently, there have been sightings of a Chicago Mothman in the area. On April 7th, a witness came forth claiming to see a 7-foot bat-like humanoid, and since then, a handful of other witnesses have come forward in Lincoln Park, and actually, within a few blocks from here, I've seen this large creature that resembled the Point Pleasant Mothman, which is actually featured on our Crypted City logo. I'm looking for any witnesses that are out there that have seen this to come forward. I'd like to document your witness, your testimony, and I want to see if I could put together a small little documentary.
Will you protect their identity? What if they got warrants, man?
Well, we'll figure that out at the situation. We'll talk about the Mothman in a future. The actual 50th anniversary of the Point Pleasant Mothman is occurring right now, and in more around November, I kind of hope to talk about the topic. Or you can look back at a couple of our past episodes to find out more information.
I really want to know. Like, if I see this guy, I'm going the whole other way, so don't even ask me.
Well, most people do run.
You're going to be on You'll be on Snapchat with him and everything. Watch.
No, I'm going the other way. 7 foot?
Just book him. Get his booking info.
Yeah, it's supposed to have glowing red eyes, large wings.
Oh, my God.
And
I think that's a retired basketball player walking around.
The Mothman is reportedly a sign of bad luck and a bad omen for the city and for the area that as in. So
Yeah,
the idea
so
that
no.
the Mothman,
Like the Cubs?
Gave me a different.
What?
well,
Wow.
that's a
really
whole nother. What do you believe and whether the Cubs led to the election of? We'll talk about that later. So
Yeah.
witnesses out there, get to me. Hit us up on any social media. Hit us up at Crypted City.
Or don't go to Lincoln Park.
Gmail. Anywhere. If you have seen the Chicago Mothman, I want to know your story. Thank you very much. Before we wrap up, though, let's hear about my guests. Where can they find out more information about you online?
Go to at DJ MH Tutter. That's DJ MH the number 2DA on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, or just go to my website DJMH the number 2.com.
All right, and let's just go down the line here.
At Urban Grind TV on all social media, 888-380-1913. Hit the line up. Get your grind up.
Just wanted to say that.
I don't have a
missed out,
number,
Tatiana.
so it's just damn_battery died. Yeah, simple.
And she'll get back to you if her battery ain't dead.
Fact.
I will if it's not dead, because it's dead right now. So yeah, I'll get back to you when I get home.
And when the government wants to track you down, Mr. John, how can they find you?
Well, it's very simple and very easy. Definitely all social media are Crypted City. Very easy to find on the Google. No, not the Google.
The Google.
The Instagram, the Twitter.
You got a
even the
website too,
Facebook.
right?
And oh yeah.
Come on, you
I
got
got the
the
Crypted City website at cryptedcity.com.
CryptedCity.com.
And featured in our Urban Grind Lifestyle magazine, we have our feature Crypted City article where I discuss some UFO sightings that I personally had over the Chicago skyline. So where can they find out more information about this magazine?
UrbanGrindLifestyle.com.
Yes, sir.
And it's free, so there's no reason not to check it out. So thank you for joining us once again. I'm your host, Sean Daniel, and keep watching the skies. There may or may not be something out there. It's possible. It's possible.
But Mike don't believe.
Mike won't believe it.
No.
I believe it.
What do you believe? Let me know.